Hi everyone, it's John. I'm late to class, but welcome to Makeup Tip Monday. Go ahead and grab my primers today. This is super good for pore filling. It's a little teeny one because I got it in my Ipsy bag. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my more porous areas like my nose and above my lip and in that area right there, right underneath the eye. And I'm just patting that in. I don't know about you, when I'm coming on, you're dancing, and sometimes you just go a little bit, and you're going to get a little next up, we're going with foundation. Today I'm going with a Mani 2-in-1 Conceal and Protect in shade 1 Creamy Vanilla. This might be a little bit light for me because this is like my spring shade, but we'll see. I really love this foundation because it's full wear coverage, and it's kind of like dimming matte, so it's not too matte. And it's still using a little bit of a sheen. I just concentrate on my AOA Wonder Limiter sponge. The Paw Paw one, I think. I don't know. It's the one that's like $1.55, so a little bit more expensive than their usual stuff.
But it's so soft and it feels so much like a beauty blender.
And I'm going a little bit quick because y'all know that I'm on a little bit of a time crunch here. I gotta make it to ASL. Sorry, Hudak. Alright, and normally I would take the time to build up the coverage with that, but I do not have the luxury of time today, so I'm just gonna roll with it. And I'm gonna take some Tarte Shape Tape in light sand, and I'm gonna mix it with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in C3. This is too light for me, and this is too yellow for me, but also a little bit too light for me, so I like to mix them so it makes it more neutral. The problem is it's definitely gonna be too light, but that's okay. And then to apply that, I'm literally just taking the Makeup Revolution concealer wand because I'm like pretty much done with this anyway. So I might as well just use the wand, and I'm going to mix them together on the back of my hand. And then apply it right under my eyes and in the other spots where I want to highlight. And then I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes right now as well. Usually I wouldn't do this. Usually I take the time to like prime my eyes after I've set everything just because my eyelids crease really fast. But we ain't got time for that today. And then to blend out the concealer on my eyes, I'm taking the AOA Studio High Def Brush in E107. Alright, and then I'm taking my sponge to blend out the concealer on my face, starting in the places where I want the least coverage. And then I'm doing my under eyes last because I wanted to let that dry a little bit to give it the most coverage I could. So as you can see, or maybe you can't because the monitor is pretty far away to me, my under eyes are pretty bright, but it looks good. It really looks kind of fresh and awake. All right, from there, I'm gonna take, very quickly, my Fit Me Loose Setting Powder in 10 Fair Light. There is a shade under this, 5, but I bought this in the summer. So this is like just barely light enough for me to get by, but it really smooths out my pores. And I really, really like it. And then I'm also packing that onto the nose because I get very oily there. And normally I would bake this, but we do not have that time today, so I'm just gonna take the excess of the cap with this medium-sized brush. That's the AOA Studio F20, and I'm gonna dust that on the rest of my face. Alright, great. Now to contour, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. contour palette. And I'm going to take, so basically there's like a lighter shade, and there's a darker shade. I'm going to take mostly the lighter shade, but I am just going to barely mix in the darker shade. And then I'm going to definitely tap the excess off because this is super pigmented. And I'm taking this on the F13 by AOA Studio. And I'm just buffing that right around my cheekbones. We're focusing on time right now. And obviously for homecoming, you're going to
take your time, maybe have a nice iced tea sitting by you, just really chilling there to be able to do your makeup.
And I'm taking my sponge with a little bit of powder, and I'm only baking the end of the contour. I don't like to bring it too far in because I don't like the look of like being able to see that you've baked. And that's something I've changed recently because I used to just bake it all the way down, but now I just bake it back here for like no time at all. So I'm just gonna let that bake for a second. All right, now I'm gonna do a very quick fill-in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Ash Brown. And I don't really have any like specific tips on brows. I can do a brow video.
If you guys would like that, go ahead and comment it below. But
I can do a brow video. I just am gonna stroll through these. You notice that eyelid primer, the concealer on your eyes, is starting to get deep in your lines. You can take your finger and blend it out, and then take your sponge and bake your eyelid. I do this sometimes. All right, so just on both, I'm just barely going under the brow and cleaning up any stray marks that I might have made.
bam!
And then I'm going to set that in place with, there's the brow pencil I was looking for the whole time. Also a good suggestion if you like a thicker brow pencil is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil. It's real good, love that. So now I'm going to take the Essence Make Me Brow, and I'm just going to run that through my brows, especially focusing it in the front because I didn't really go through with the pencil in the front, but I do like that fluffy look in the front of my brows. Alright, great. We're going to keep rolling. So next is eyeshadow. And I'm super excited for this because the palette that I'm using today is the Bad Habit Athena palette. You can get this on Shop Hush for, I think, $10 or $12. I'm not sure of the price exactly, but it's a really nice palette. I'm really into it. So I'm just going to start with the shade Valor. And the shade Valor is kind of like a peachy shade. And I'm just going to use this as a transition on a Morphe M433, brush. And don't get me wrong, for homecoming, I will be doing like a full cut crease. But a lot of people don't like that look, so I'm going to be going a little bit softer today, just so you can get a different view on makeup. Because with me, I like to go very hard with makeup, but a lot of people like to go soft with it. So this tutorial is going to be a little bit softer for you guys. You have to be kidding me. Alright, next I'm going to take the color Lore, and I'm just going to barely put that on my outer corner. Alright, the haul's probably going to get loud, but we're still going to get through this. Alright, okay, so next I'm going to take the AOA E131 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Cunning, and I'm just going to put that right on my lid. Alright, now I'm going in with that more M433 again. I'm taking the shade Valor, and I'm just smoking that on my lower lash line just barely. Alright, and then I'm just now noticing we forgot to wipe off the bake, so I'm taking my contour brush actually to maybe add a little bit of color into there so it's not so stark. Alright, next I'm going to be taking this brush, this random brush. I don't know where it came from, but I'm going to take the lighter shade of my contour powder, and I'm just going to put that right on the sides of my nose very quickly. So next I'm going to go in with this brush. It's the E121. Obviously, yeah, I'm going to take the Jeffree Star highlighter in Siberian Gold. And I'm just going to take this brush and run that straight down my nose and put it on the tip as well. I would normally wet this, but I didn't bring any setting spray because I thought I was going to take this off after. So I'm just putting that on my nose and the Cupid's bow with the small brush. And then I'm taking this Morphe M501 brush. Alright, perfect. Now I'm going to take the Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara by L'Oreal, and I'm just going to put a very light coat on my eyes. Obviously for homecoming I'm wearing lashes. I'll show you the pair that I was going to put on today. These are the AOA L's. They're super pretty. I really love them. And those are probably the ones that I'm going to wear on homecoming. Alright, for lipstick today, I'm taking the shade Naturally Chic by Milani. I got this on sale for like $3, and it's really pretty. It's kind of like a Your Lips But Better shade. And I'm focusing that mostly on the center of my lips, and I'm just kind of dotting it around the edges, because I kind of want that like spread lip look. And now I'm just taking my finger and blending it to the outside of my lips.
Yeah, that's so pretty.
I'm going to take this brush really quickly. It's a little bit of a bigger brush. And I'm just going to blend the top of the eye just a little bit because it wasn't blended enough for me. And I'm going to put a little bit of that on the nose. While I'm at it, I'm going to take this AOA Studio Starlit Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Spotlight. It's just like a white glitter. And I'm putting that on the very inner part of my inner corners. Just because I want a little bit of extra shimmer. And on Homecoming, I'm going to put way more of this on. I'll probably be doing a cut crease. And then I'll probably put this on the line of the cut crease. But we ain't got time for that today. I'm just putting that right on the inner corner. And then I'm also going to put a little bit of that just right on the tip of the nose. Just because I want a little bit more beam to my nose. Now I'm going to finish off with my favorite and very last step. I'm going to be taking the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is a mini that I got with the Hustla Baby highlighter, I think. And I love them both. So I'm just applying this to the center. And then pressing my lips together to get it on both lips. Blending it out just a little bit. Looking in the mirror, feeling myself just a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to see if I need any finishing touches. I know I need a little bit more contour on my nose. So I'm just taking this Morphe E23 brush. And I'm just putting it right there on my nose. I might even add a little bit underneath my contour over here just to define it. Alright, great, great. We love that. And this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching.